Hello everyone and welcome to Seagroatt Riccardi. It is April 30th, 2018, and for this week's video, we are going to show you brand new spray roses that we have never carried in-house before, and we're very excited about it. Let's jump right in. We have seen a lot of spray roses that can mimic the coral color pretty well, but the Corsica is above and beyond one of the most beautiful coral spray roses that we've seen to date. Next up is the Baby Rosever. The Baby Rosever is considered to be a peachy spray rose with some pink highlights to it. Here we have a vibrant yellow spray rose that is called the Somerset. And the Somerset is probably, in my opinion, one of the top 3 to top 5 vibrant yellow spray roses that we have seen in our warehouse. And this one is amazing. This one is a peculiar one because it is called the Tanaga, and it's unlike any color that I've seen before in a spray rose. It's kind of a split between a fuchsia and a crimson color tone. You kind of have to see it in person to kind of get your own perspective, but it is pretty interesting and vibrant. This next one up is called the Ginger Spray Rose. I would consider it to be probably a blush or creamy blush color tone, with a little bit of green hues towards the outside accent petals. It's just a stunning rose, and it seems to hold really nicely. And here we have the Elba spray rose. The Elba is a beautiful, dusty, light pink spray rose, and I would say it is probably a good substitute for some of the other varieties that are out there. One of my personal favorite spray roses of the entire week is probably this particular one called the Ocean Mikado. It is a beautiful lavender to light purple shade. It has some deeper purple tones towards the outer edge of the petals. It is absolutely an amazing look, and the actual petal design is just, it's just a really beautiful looking spray rose. This next little guy is called the Florinia, which is considered to be a white spray rose. It looks a little bit more off-white to me, but one thing you have to consider is that it has a really cool greenish outer petal towards the outer petals, which really gives a little bit of a distinct look. Very similar to the Ocean Mikado, this Silver Mikado is a lighter, more dusty colored lavender spray rose. It's really, again, unique, just like the Ocean Mikado, but it has a much lighter, more blush tone. Okay, so it's not quite a vibrant rose. It's not quite a dusty to light colored rose. It's kind of an in-between, really perfect for fall colors and fall designs. But this Ocean Sensation is really a pretty cool looking rose. Here you can see what's called the Bali spray rose. Now, it's a very interesting spray rose because it's kind of hard to talk about. I don't really quite know how to describe it. I would say it's like a dusty rose pink with a creamy to off-white overtone. It's just really, it's a beautiful spray rose. Even though a lot of the buds on them are pretty tight, I would like to see them a little more opened up. But this is a curious one. I would like to actually get back to you and see what it's going to come out like. This little girl is called Twinkle Bride, and I would describe it as a straight-up hot pink spray rose with a little bit of light pink on the outer petals. But, you know, tomato, tomato. You remember that Orange Sensation spray rose we saw earlier? Well, this one is called Golden Sensation, and I would describe it exactly the same way the orange one was described. I would say it's kind of that right in between spray rose where it's not too vibrant and it's not too light yellow. It's just that smack dab right in between, and it's quite nice. This classic rose is called the Elegant Rosever, and it has a really nice dusty to kind of a pastel looking pink to it, and it opens actually pretty nicely. The heads are pretty good size. Here's another color we don't see too often, and that's called the Sicilia Rose. This spray rose is considered by some to be a brick red color tone, and that's exactly the way I would describe it as well. It's just really an interesting and unique color that you just don't see in nature that often. And finally, however you want to pronounce it, because there are a lot of pronunciations going around with this one, the Fouquet is actually really, really nice, light pink to cream color tone spray rose. All right, floral friends, now you're going to hate me, but I've got to tell you, that we're probably not going to have a coupon code for this week. I'm sorry. I know, believe me, I totally sympathize with you. With that in mind, remember, you can still hate me. That's okay. But if you like this video, I would be so happy. So please like this video, subscribe to us on YouTube, like us on Facebook, and follow us on Instagram, and we will see you next week.